So this is more of a discussion topic, this one. I want to talk about men, no homo. Men cry. Grown men cry. As a child, you always taught, even as an adult, as a man, you always taught men don't cry. Women know this as well. Men don't cry. But that's not true. We cry for our mothers when we need them as a child. And your inner child is still with you as an adult. I went without my mother as a child, so I would cry for my mum a lot. Went without a father most of my childhood. So you'd cry for him. So that inner child's still in me. So I still cry. Still cry because I miss them. But it's all about how you cry and when you cry. But grown men cry. Real men cry. We all know this. Because crying is a beautiful emotion. When I cry now, whenever I cry, I'm talking about cry. I understand the beauty of it now, because when I was depressed, crying for days, whatever, you think, why is this happening, blah blah blah. But I understand now that when I cry, it's beautiful. I should enjoy it, and after, I know I'm going to be the happiest I've ever been. Because sometimes when I use this as an example, I went away for the weekend to France with a friend for my birthday a couple months ago, and after coming back I was home alone for the evening, and I just cried. England were playing, I just cried because I got really happy over the weekend and understood that I was simply crying because of the happiness. It has to be a balance. So now when I pour my heart out, I often end up laughing towards the end. Many of us do laugh when we cry anyway, as a chemical reaction, we'll say. But you have to understand the beauty in crying. That's why you can't neglect crying, because it will come out in other ways that it's not humane to what you should have done. You delayed a feeling and expression, and if you delay that feeling and expression, it turns into something else. Anger, despair. So why can't men cry? Why can't we cry to our partners? Because it's true, they deem us as weak. Sometimes you can cry with your partner, but I could never go to my partner and weep. I could never weep the way that I could weep by myself. I couldn't do a lot of stuff with a partner, but men can't talk to other men. It's not possible. We can, but we're always taught, if you have a problem, you have to deal with it yourself, which I'm all for. I try to deal with most things by myself. I occasionally seek outside guidance here and there for different stuff, but at the end of the day, it reminds me of why you should do it yourself, because it's your life. And you can cry over anything. Men cry over anything. Doesn't matter. Cry over movies. Cry over a lost relationship. Anything. It doesn't matter. Just see the beauty in crying and embrace crying. Men can cry. And you're not weak if you cry. Because I'll fuck up a bunch of motherfuckers and I cry all the time. It's part of life. It's a cycle. Crying, laughter, despair, sorrow, joy, happiness. So why not cry? There's nobody watching. You can be happy to cry. You can cry. There's nothing wrong with it. So please, I encourage you to cry when you feel like you need to cry. But don't cry to other people. Crying is a personal thing. Try not to anyway. I'm not saying sometimes you have to cry to other people. Sometimes you express stuff to other people. And you can't help it. It comes out. But crying needs to be embraced more. It's a key part of wanting to succeed. And I've cried a lot when I had sleepless nights and I'm overtired and of working. Is it all worth it? Crying. Cried over movies because it's sad. I don't care. I'll cry anything. If it's sad, if it makes me happy, if it touches something inside me and I feel like I need to cry, I will cry. Because I don't care. Because I embrace my emotions. And that's why I wear a pride. I don't care. You may see tears come from my eyes. You may see where I've been crying. But I don't care. I'm a man because I cry. Amen.